Derek asks, what are some practical ways to correct muscle size and balance for better symmetry? What he's basically asking here is, if you've got a lagging muscle group or you got a lagging body part and you want to bring it up to create better symmetry on your body. So maybe you have a body part that's smaller than you would like it to be, or you have a muscle group that's stronger than the opposing muscle group. So an example here is some people will have a really strong chest because they bench press all the time, but their rear delts and their traps and their mid back are a little weaker, and as a result they have this big chest and their back is not as big as they would like it to be. So the main thing to focus on here is exercise selection and priority within your training. So if you already have a muscle group that's more developed than another one, then you know your priority is going to have to be on that particular muscle group that you want to bring up. There are two things that I think are really important here that can help bring up those lagging body parts. And the first one is prioritize those muscles in the training block on whatever day you're training. So if you know that your mid-back or your traps or your lats or something is weak in comparison to your chest, on your upper body days you want to place a priority on those muscle groups and probably train those first and then train the other muscle groups after. The other thing that you can do is do what's called a pre-exhaust, which is basically doing a movement that encourages lots of activation, and sometimes people call it pump work, doing that movement ahead of time before your heavier movements. So let's say you have a lagging chest and you want to get the most activation and stimulation possible. Doing some chest flies, 3 or 4 sets of 10 to 12, something like that, to really exhaust the chest first and get that full activation, and then do your compound movements. So your barbell bench presses or your incline dumbbell presses. You're probably not going to be as strong as you normally would if you just went into the workout, warmed up, and did your bench presses, but pre-exhausting those muscles ahead of time is going to allow you to get more activation, more blood, more pump, and then that's going to carry over into your heavier sets. So you may not be as strong at first, but over time you'll build that strength back up, and that should help you bring up those lagging body parts. Thank you so much for watching. Creating videos like this is a lot of fun, but it also takes a lot of time, so I would appreciate if you would share it with your friends, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode of Just the Tip.